We'll give people some time to show up.
Okay. Have you started the book?
I did actually started it while I was at the practice. Only got like
Perfect.
chapter 3 or something. So.
I'm only on chapter 5, so
okay, good.
yeah. So far so good though. I'm liking it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
prologue, I was like, ooh.
I know. It's interesting that it's about Hollywood. She obviously knows what she's talking about, and I only say that just because I went to acting school, so I've been on some sets. She knows what she's talking about for sure, like with like just the key terminology and stuff like that. As being like a production assistant, definitely, it's good. It's good. So
she did like pretty good research. I mean, from what I can tell,
I trust in her writing anyways. Yeah. I mean, she says it's going to be emotional. It'll probably be emotional, and that's what I like. That's what I want. So, yeah.
All right. Well, if you are here, let us know what you're reading. Obviously, you do not have to be reading Emma Scott's book.
Absolutely not. Yeah, read whatever you like.
Yeah. If you are reading it, though, let us know. And have you started it?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I have that, and then I've got to jump into Sarah Kate. Hello.
Yeah. I still have to finish. I have like an hour and a half left of Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, is that her new one?
No, that's
you've gone back in her backlist.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is like the Russian side of World War II. Like what happens there.
I think that's the only reason why I haven't read like a ton, because I'm so scared to go back into those times, and I have no idea why. Like and it's like I have to trust the author to like bring me there. So I don't know. I mean, I know they're very moving books. I've only read one Kristen Hanna book, so yeah. So
she's brutal. She does it so well.
Yeah, she's a tremendous writer. Like she's up there with a bunch of greats, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think you and I were talking about Jodi Picoult too. Yeah. She's a really good writer. I think it just depends on the story, but her writing is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have I read anything by her?
Yeah, I think you said, did you say you read, was it The Storyteller?
Oh, no, Mad Honey, but she like co-wrote that.
She did co-wrote that, so she can't take the rap for all of that. I need to start from the beginning on that one. We've already talked about it, but I need to give that one another chance, because yeah.
Oh, The Summer We Fell.
Ooh, that's the first one, isn't it? Ooh. Yes, that's so exciting.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite books of last year.
I remember, yeah, that's a journey, that book. That is a journey. Very emotional, very angsty. Yeah. Perfect. That's like all I want in a book. So
when is Live in Vegas?
October, I think.
There's so many now, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely it's become a phenomenon now. So,
yeah. Lady of Ashes. Is that in the Lady of Darkness, Melissa K. Rorick? It's like a fantasy. Is that in that series?
Sounds like it would be.
Yeah. That could be crazy. Who knows? Yes. Okay. Book 3. Yeah. I need to continue. I've only read book 1 in that. So.
I actually started going through my TBR the other day on Goodreads, because I've got books on there from like forever. Like I'm talking like 2014, I'm sure. Cause like I know that for a fact, because there's books on there from like Abby Glines, and I'm not going to be headed that down that road, if you know what I'm saying. No of shade or anything, but I think I've advanced since then. So I started, like, I hit it up in like reverse order, and I found there's a quick and easy way just to do it on the app. And I just flew through and I deleted like 150 books, because I had 980 on there. So I'm not done yet. Like I want to get that down, because it's too much. It's too much. So.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but that's, yeah.
Look it up.
That's a historical too, Sam. Her new one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Just trying to remember what it is. Hi, Crystal. Jess.
Media.
Ooh, that's been on my TBR for a long time.
Listen, McKay and I have said like 2 times that we need to buddy read that, and we have yet to start it. So,
Oh my gosh, are you liking it, Jess? I'm just looking up Jodi Picoult.
oh yeah, that's what I was doing too, and then I got distracted.
It's all right. Oh, I think I did this the wrong way. I'm not going to be able to find it in her. It's in my want to read. Yeah, I think it's historical. I think I want to say. Oh, here it is. It's called by Any Other Name. And it's 2 women centuries apart, one of whom is the real author of Shakespeare's plays, are both forced to hide behind another name to make their voices heard. So it's like 1581. So it sounds so very, there's like a Lord Chamberlain. She's Lord Chamberlain's mistress. So it's very, yeah, it sounds interesting. Ooh, cool. Okay. Well, I think I might save that then for like Halloween or like spooky season.
That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Book of Azrael, I enjoyed that one. You do too. Okay. Do we want to chat for a little bit longer, or do we want to read?
Oh, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. Do you want to read?
I'm worried that I'm just going to sit on Snapchat. Or not Snapchat, TikTok.
Snapchat, TikTok? I actually have to get off TikTok because now I want to make those cucumber salads.
See, those haven't popped up for me.
Oh, there's this guy making these cucumber salads. And I love cucumbers, so there's no complaints, but you'll see it eventually because I've said it now.
Yeah, of course.
So, but yeah, we can for sure. We can read.
Okay. Do we want to do 30?
Yeah. 30 or what?
20.
Oh, we can do 30.
Okay. So
give us the time to sink in.
Yeah, we'll read until 6:40 or wherever you're at.
Okay. House of Sky and Breath. Oh, there you go, Jess. Yeah, Sam, you'll see them eventually. I'm actually quite surprised they're not on your FYP right now. Huh. But once they get there, they won't leave, by the way. I think I saw about 6 of them today, and I don't even follow the guy.
Huh.
Okay.
I hope you love Sky and Breath.
Is that her newest one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's getting some hate. That's...
Well, keeps her name out there, doesn't it?
That's
regardless.
True. Okay, so we will read until whatever time you are in 40 after. So.
Yes, and just in case, like, obviously, maybe you guys saw, like, the banner, but Sam and I are both reading Falling Like Stars by Emma Scott. So,
yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
See you all soon. Hello.
Sorry, I just turned off my camera. I was like, what is going on? Hi.
How far did you get?
I am 22%. I'm just starting chapter 6.
Yeah.
Doesn't go very far, but her chapters are long.
Yeah. I had to stop in the middle of chapter 5 and like, so I have 8 minutes.
Catch it up to me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm really liking it.
Yeah, I like him.
I do too, and I really like their banter, and I can see this is going to probably mess me up because there's like 2 parts. Books with parts, I already know it's going to wreck me. It's like part 1. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
Hi, Tabitha.
what are you reading? So,
Yeah, I'm
Nicki
liking
and
it.
I are reading Falling Like Stars by Emma Scott. It's her new book that came out on Tuesday. That's why we wanted to do these sprints anyway, because we wanted to read it together and celebrate. Because it's long.
Well, it has been so long, and this one was like a surprise. I swear it was like a surprise release. Like she didn't do any kind of like promotional stuff or anything for it. So I feel like she didn't anyways. So yeah. And I know she's been working on another project, so I just wasn't expecting anything from her right now. But I'll take it. Oh, hi, Cookie. Hi, Cookie girl. She's so cute.
I know.
She's a California girl now.
I can't let her out in the garage anymore.
Why not? She loves it.
She came back in yesterday with like a little like, I don't know, she must have like scraped her head or something.
Aww.
I'm like, I can't trust you out there.
I gotta figure out Ruby's eating because I think she's got some allergies, so I need to get that figured out. She's just scratching her ear a bit and it's a bit red, so I need to figure that out. Rena Kent.
Okay. No, okay. Just finished those.
Yeah, I haven't read them all. I've read a few though, because you know me, I don't read things in order. So. Oh.
We're gonna have a little visitor here.
Murphy or Cookie? Oh, Cookie.
We'll see how long she'll stay.
She's just honestly so cute.
I know.
Hello.
Go see. Oh,
that's so sweet.
No, I love that.
That's so cute, Cookie dough.
Lights Out. I think I've heard of that one.
I've heard of Nevessa Allen. I'm not. Maybe I have heard of that, and it's glad to see you too. Definitely heard of Nevessa Allen.
I don't think I've even heard of her.
I'm just looking it up.
What are the tropes?
It's dark romance.
Ooh.
Probably like looks like suspense, and it looks like some kink. So,
I don't need another kink. Okay.
I'll mark it want to read. I mean, it's got a 4.3 rating. So
yeah, I was talking to McKay the other day, and she was talking about Sabotage by.
Yeah, her and I differ on that book for sure. Yeah.
It's like, just read the prologue and tell me what you think. And so I read it, and I'm like, well, it really just throws you right in there, doesn't it?
Yeah. She doesn't waste any time in that prologue. Yeah. Yeah, she's an unhinged author, I swear. Like every book is so crazy.
I feel like I need a little bit of that right now. Just something so crazy unhinged. I don't know.
Well, then she would be definitely a good option for you, for sure. She definitely throws you.
I haven't read anything by her, so.
Yeah, I've only read 2 books by her. I've read Sabotage and The Ritual. That's it. So.
Did you like The Ritual?
No. She's just not. It's okay. She's just not the author for me. Like,
Yeah.
But I tried. I mean, she keeps writing like all these books, like she pumps them out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of like something unhinged. I mean, I think you pretty much, I don't think I've read too much lately that's unhinged.
Yeah, I still have that, the Dark Hockey, I think that you all read a couple months ago, the Shattered Obsession or whatever. I don't know that that's.
Yeah, I mean, I would give that one a go. I really liked that one. It's got two parts to it though.
Okay.
So I think the first one's Shattered Obsession. I think the second one's Shattered Hearts.
Okay.
I'm just looking through. Yeah, that's right. I've wanted to try this. I wanted to try these ones.
Yeah. I don't know. That's the one where he gets her name like tattooed on his.
Oh. Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah. One of them is for sure.
I think it's that one. I'm not sure though.
Have you read Brutal Ambition by Sam Mariano?
No, I need to catch up.
Okay.
I was just a little disappointed in, what was it, Contempt?
Yeah, so was I. Brutal Ambition is like, it's not like you don't have to worry about reading the books in order because it's kind of like it's a side book in that like era, but it's not about the character she's been writing about.
Okay.
So,
did you like that one better than Contempt?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. She took a stab at secret society, and she's a really good writer, and she just wrote the book because she wanted to like explore like the lore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I thought she did a good job. I think I gave it 4 stars.
Okay. Yeah, I saw, is it Baron reading a series by her, or maybe it's a duet?
Oh no, she's reading my favorite duet by her right now, which is the Irreparable Damage duet. Love that. It's written in third person, but because that's just not my favorite thing. But I was able to push through that. It's pretty good. It's dark. It's like, and I can't say too much without kind of spoiling it, but it's kind of like mafia, trafficking, that kind of stuff. So, but she's also reading her Morelli series, which is like,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Murphy, you want to come say hi?
Aw, the king has come. He's arrived.
They're both in here. He's kind of like sniffing around. Come here,
Aww. They've settled right in, hey, to the new house.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
Where's Miss Ruby?
She's on my bed. She's like, I had to kind of like burrito her in a towel because I saw her ear. It's not bad, but I just saw that it was pink. And I'm like, and she just knew what I was trying to do. And so she's forgiven me, but not fully.
Yeah.
But her new favorite toy is literally like a long piece of string. So she's loving that. So yeah.
Cookie loves hair ties.
Mm-hmm.
Loves them.
Yeah, she does too.
She's never ate one. She literally just plays with them. So like
they just bat them around because like they've got that elasticity, right? So they just kind of like bounce around.
But some of them like eat it.
Yeah.
Like, I would not trust him with it. We'd have to go give him another surgery.
He's so rogue.
Bless his heart.
Oh, I know, Tabitha. I know, but I mean, she's my cat Ruby's really funny. Like, you can get her right wound up, and she's like playful, and then the minute you start petting her, she'll like break her character, and she'll go into like a purring mess. Like, she just automatically just switches back to like. So I'm hopeful she'll forgive me by tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
She will, I'm sure. Once the food comes out, maybe dinner time.
Well, she's had dinner today already, so yeah.
Early dinner.
I know. I remember we were talking about that because your cats eat later than her. Like she's like a 9 to 5-er, so like she eats when I get off work, so she's pretty much like 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Yeah, Murphy, he knows too, like when it's about time, because typically I'm the one that feeds him in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I will feed him at night, and like from probably 7:30, because we feed him at 8. Just sitting there staring at Toy, like, I know it's time.
He knows.
And then anytime like you move close to the kitchen, he is meowing and right on your heels.
They know. They absolutely know.
Yeah.
They know what's going on. Are there any books you're looking forward to that are coming out soon?
Yes. A lot of books in October are Surprise Baby. Like I think Debney Perry is writing one.
Perfect.
Melanie Harlow is writing one. Also, I think there's a book too in a fantasy in October as well. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Juliet Cross. Have you read anything by her?
Mm-mm. But I've heard lots about her.
Yeah, she's coming out with an actual like fantasy because she usually has done paranormal, but she's doing fantasy. I'm really excited about that one.
Cool.
And then, even though I didn't like Wild Eyes.
I'm excited for that one. Yeah, like I mean, the thing is, I'll be brutally honest. Like, I'm such a fan of Chestnut Springs, but Hopeless really dropped the ball for me. And Wild Love, I didn't like that one either. So I have faith in her, though. She's written some really good books. So it's a me thing. But yeah, just didn't work for me. But I'm excited. Some of the teasers she's been kind of like teasing us with are good. So
okay, speaking of teasers and like, you know how authors have been promoting their books with like all the different like little tropes and micro tropes. I don't want to call anybody out, but I seen one today and it's not the first author that I've seen do this, but like literally every trope in the book, every micro trope. I'm like, why do I even need to read the book now?
Well, that's the thing. I agree with you 100%. Who was it? Tanya from Baby Gail Reddit or whatever her Instagram is. She did a reel about this, and she pretty much said exactly what you said. Like, why am I going to read the book if you're listing every single trope? Because you're literally telling me, like, you have to give us an element of surprise.
Right.
Like, I don't want to know everything that's going to happen. And I think that, I think authors maybe are looking at that as like, obviously like a target marketing thing, right? Because they're like, oh, if we, get them with all these tropes, they're going to want to read it. But then that's the magical thing about reading is like, there has to be some level of like I have to feel like, oh, like I didn't know that was going to happen. That's like my favorite part.
Yeah.
So yeah, the arrow graphics can get a little out of control.
I mean, I've done them before, but I mean, it's like,
oh yeah, they serve a purpose, but just lower the trope amounts. You don't need to have 25 tropes on there. Just like a good strong, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Just give us like a little taste of what to expect.
I had to screenshot it and I sent it to Cheyenne. I'm like, why would I read the book?
Yeah, exactly. Preach. Exactly, Baron. Preach.
Yeah.
Especially because I've been so slumpy the last year that I'm just like, I have been like fighting for my freaking life. So I just want to have just a general idea of what it's about, and that's it.
Yeah. I just sent it to you. So, I mean, there's a lot. Hello, Baron. What are you reading?
That's a busy graphic. That's a really busy graphic. Like a lot busy.
I mean, I don't know if this was made by the creator or if it was like sent to her for marketing.
I think the latter, definitely. I think, yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, you pretty much know everything that's going to happen in this book. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What are you looking forward to that's coming out?
Well, I don't think San Mariano is going to release anything for the rest of the year, but I'm just going to have a quick look. Definitely, I am looking forward to Elsie Silver. Ali Martinez just came out with a book today, or was it yesterday? Today, that I'm really looking forward to. I haven't read an Ali Martinez. It's called Alone with You. It's like a second chance romance. So I'm excited for that. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my TBR because I can't really like off the top of my head. Well, it's already out, but I want to finish Pam Godwin's trilogy. So I want to get that. I don't know. I need to get better at like looking at the list because half the time I don't know what's happening.
Me too. I try to go when I make my TBRs. I look up like just Google September 2024 romance.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I've never heard of these people in my life.
I know. So I actually did do that once. I did like Goodreads. I just looked up like, romances coming out like September 2024. So I don't know. I think October might be a little bit busier than September, but I kind of want to read Becca Mack's new book, Fall With Me.
Okay.
He's like a cat. He's like a cat dad hockey player, but he's also like a playboy. So I'm like, oh, okay. I saw a TikTok today of like this football player. I'll send it to you because I can't remember.
No, I saw it.
Okay. He's like, I gotta get home to my cats. I'm like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do have to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. We have to get home to the cats.
So I think it like shows you when you like follow someone, it'll show you like Nicki reposted it. And I saw that you had
I did. I forgot I reposted it. Oh shoot. Oh God, I forgot about that. I've been on a reposting like mission on TikTok. I'm reposting everything. Okay, so I'm glad you saw it because like that's important. Important stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if Candy Steiner's got anything else coming out this year. I know that she's kind of on baby leave. Oh, I guess Save Your Breath by Candy Steiner, the next one in her hockey series.
What?
Kings of the Ice. Well, it says November. I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Who is that one about?
That one is about is he from Russia? It's his teammate and the pop star or the singer or whatever. Hi, Piper. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was soccer?
It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah, so I don't have to be quiet.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. She wanted to say hi. She poked her little head in.
She's sweet. She's the greatest.
Read what was False Start? The one in her.
I did read it. Yeah,
like
that
it?
was. I did. Yeah, I don't think it's my favorite, but I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, Second Chance. The problem with that is this is where a series will come back to haunt me for not reading it in order because he was showcased. That's her first series. That's the football series or whatever.
Yeah.
He was highlighted throughout those books, and I've only read 2 of them. So I want to go back because I want to read Hail Mary and I want to read, I should probably read Quarterback Sneak too, but Hail Mary I definitely want to read. But I guess his arc was kind of like throughout all those books. So it's kind of like a payoff when you get to his book to kind of see like where he goes and where he came from kind of thing. It was still great though. I mean, I love Candy's writing. I mean, Learn Your Lesson, like that book, I've been slumping so hard that literally felt like old candy. Yes. Like it pulled me right out of my slump.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that, Baron. I don't know how long you've been here. I just didn't know which one you were on.
Yeah, Baron, we were literally discussing your whole reading itinerary at the moment.
Yeah.
So, because I'm proud, because she's all over San Mariano like a fly. So I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's on my TBR for next month. I'm actually doing a reading vlog with someone on BookTube. So that's one of the surprise books, but you guys all know it now.
Not a surprise anymore.
Not a surprise, but the other one will be.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know. You win some, you lose some, you know. Oopsie. Loose lips.
I don't know that I will read another S.J. Tilly. I think the one.
Well, I think she's unhinged, is she not?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Sam, you're not the unhinged girl.
Listen,
right? And that's okay. Well, yeah, you liked Even If It Hurts. That's totally unhinged.
But I think I don't want this to sound bad, but I need like good writing.
Fair. I get it. I get it.
Like, I mean, but
no. No. Sam Murray, Even If It Hurts, like definitely there was some, it's good writing and there was like a whole plan there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely I'm always in the mood for like a good dark romance. But right now I'm definitely in the mood for like an emotional romance, which is perfect for Emma Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the fall hits, I'm just going to be all over the map. Like, I'm telling you, like, pumpkin spice is out today, and I cannot be happier. I can't be happier about it. And I found a recipe, so I'm going to make my own personal pumpkin spice at home. We'll see how it goes, because I'm not actually a PSL girl. I like their cold brews, though. The pumpkin cream cold brew, that is like crack. Like, I can't have that very often. It's too much. But I definitely like to kind of experiment at home now that I'm kind of building my little coffee station. So I have to play around with that. So
yeah, I'm not.
But yeah,
pumpkin spice girl either. I don't even like coffee. So.
I think it's more of what it represents. It represents that fall is coming. So that's.
They always come out with like because they do like all the salted drinks, like salted caramel drinks.
Yeah.
Their salted caramel hot chocolate in the fall.
That sounds really good, actually.
It's amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Roy actually likes the cold brew, the pumpkin cold brew. We get that.
That cold foam is like that. Whoever invented that needs to go straight to jail, because it's insane. Like,
you can buy it for your house now, like just like a whipped cream can.
Really? Well, I know that I think it's International Delights has the cold foam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have like caramel. I don't know what you guys have in the States, but we have there's the vanilla and I think like caramel macchiato or caramel something we have here. So just looking up I'm just looking up releases, because I just feel can you guys tell me, like, how do you keep track of the new releases? Like, I need some help. Like, I'm signed up to some newsletters, but like, I guess it's just a matter of stalking Instagrams, I guess.
Instagram, or sometimes you can look up like people make YouTube videos about them, or even TikToks, which I try to stay away from book talk, but I know like Lizelle posted her anticipated read.
I saw that. I see. That's what I live for, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to change.
Jen posted as well.
Yeah, Jen's always good with that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, JT Geisender's coming out with another book in her Morally Gray, it looks like. We'll see how that goes, because I didn't really like the first one, but I love her. So
Pen Pal, right?
No, that's a whole different. No, I didn't like that one either, unfortunately. But no, the first one, what was it called? Liars Like Us.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that one. So the last one by her was Pen Pal. That's when we did our cross, when we both had a book club.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about. Oh my God, that feels like forever ago. Oh my God.
I think the last book I read by her, and that was awful.
But then it's like she wrote like one of my like most favorite mafia books ever, like Cruel Paradise, and
that one, the series. What's the series that got really popular by her?
Oh, the I don't know what's wrong with me.
Brutal.
I'm looking it up.
Is it Brutal?
Queens and Monsters.
Yes, one of them
Queens
has
and Monsters.
Right?
And Beautifully Cruel's like my favorite book. Like that Paradise duet or whatever. Liam Black is my favorite. Like, he can do no wrong in my eyes. So,
hello. Okay, is that the first one?
I think that's the second one.
Oh, I liked those. Those were pretty good.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Don't listen to me.
Oh.
You are correct. That is. I need to get off the mic. I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified. But that series is good. I think there's still a couple that I need to read, but I have read a couple in there, and those were good.
I think I read all but the last one that she wrote. The one where he's like supposed to marry her aunt, but then marry the niece, but then he ends up marrying the aunt. Like, wanting to be. That's the last one in the series.
Oh, okay. I haven't read that one. But I do want to dig back into her backlist, though, because she's got some earlier books that she's written that are really sound interesting to me. So,
gosh, I haven't heard people talk about those books for a long time. It's
I
weird.
know.
Like people are just obsessed with one thing and that's all they talk about. And you don't see them.
Well, I know, and then all of a sudden it just kind of floats away and it's kind of done. Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal Vows. I knew there was one brutal in the title.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I haven't read yet.
Yeah. I do want to try Claire Contreras. Like she's got those some of these hockey books. They're hockey books, but like Until I Get You and then When We Lied. Those are two I want to try. They're not new, but
No.
that's kind of how I roll anyways. That's one of them, Tabitha. That's one of them that I want to read. Yeah. I mean, she definitely takes a lot of liberties in her writing. Like, I do give her credit. Like, Perfect Strangers blew my mind, and I won't even talk about it because it'll be spoiled. So that book was really played with my head. But yeah.
I think I owned that book at one point, and then I was spoiled for it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of it.
And I still need to get caught up on Penelope Douglas too.
I want to read Five Brothers, actually.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Apparently, it's got some Credence vibes going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Credence.
Well, then there you go. Add that to your naughty fall TBR.
Maybe I should do a naughty fall TBR.
Yes, you should do it.
I'll label it.
You should. And then also I've got some Samantha Young books on my TBR. I'm definitely kind of getting into like her Scottish like Highland series.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm definitely liking the synopsis of what I've reading because I haven't read anything from her like since from like On Dublin Street, like that series, like Jamaica Lane and stuff like that. So I'm definitely want to get back into her.
I read those two like when we first got here, when we were staying on base. The Here With Me.
Yeah, I know Cynthia did a huge deep dive, not in her Scottish one, but like this the series before that. So yeah. Yep.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's not one that people talk about a whole lot either.
No, but she kind of almost reminds me of Chloe Walsh.
Really?
Just, I don't know, maybe because like one of them's from Ireland and one of them's from Scotland. I don't know. Maybe it's just like that. But like they just, I don't know, they just write differently. It's not, I don't know. I need to get caught up in Boys of Tom, and I don't even want to talk about it.
Well, I
have to. I'm not emotionally ready. I haven't been for the longest time. I don't know what my problem is. I'm enjoying Saving Six. I'm like literally halfway through it. So I gotta get to Gibbsy's book though, because Gibbsy's my guy.
Well, I've heard some kind of negative things about that one.
About Taming Seven? Oh no. I haven't really, I think she got, so the thing is that she's been around for a while. Obviously, like, I read her books like in 2020 or something.
Yeah.
But I used to be like in her Facebook group. It was called like Chloe's Clovers or something. Yeah. She totally got rid of that. Like, and I didn't even realize that. I went to go look for it the other day and I'm like, oh, it's gone, like completely gone. I think she kind of blew up so fast. And then because of TikTok, I think. And then it, she's had quite a hard life. Like she's had to go through some stuff and like personally in her personal life. And I don't know. But I haven't heard anything about Taming Seven. So I don't know. I just know that I love Gibbsy's like my favorite.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Well, maybe you can let me know like offline or something, but yeah.
Because it was a very like specific thing.
Oh, really? I'm surprised I haven't heard about it. Yeah. Well, that's just me living in my cave,
It's okay.
I like living in my cave, actually. It's a lot better that way.
We all have to do it sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think there definitely are books that I'm excited for, but I actually do want to get a better system going for that, because I really do want to know what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
It would get me more excited. I mean, I like just finding them organically too, but yeah.
Yeah. And like I follow pretty much all the authors that I read on Instagram, so that's one way, but then you forget if you don't go to your Goodreads right away.
And I'm just not good. Like I always like to pride myself. Oh, I'm great at making lists. I don't think I am. I'll just pull out my notebook and I won't.
No.
She won't. Narrator, she won't do that. But I'm definitely, Emma Scott's getting me back into my feels. So, and I knew she would. Like, she just doesn't disappoint. I could not like her story, but I'll still have so much respect for her. Like, she was my favorite thing at Book Bonanza. Like, my favorite thing. I went back and saw her twice. Like, I went back and saw her. I'm like, I just need to, can I chat with you again? Do you mind? Because she's so normal. Like, she's just so down to earth and so genuine. Like, she's from, like, California. I think in your, like, maybe around you now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And she's just so, like, she's just got good energy. Like, I was really drawn to her energy. Like, she's super just, like, low-key and, like, big heart. She's wearing overalls. I love that. And I just love her books. Like, she hits me on, like, the emotions that I want.
Yeah.
And that's a special skill, you know? Like, I don't think anyone can just write and capture emotion in certain ways. And there's, like, a handful of authors to me that really can do it justice.
Yeah. And I think I more appreciate her now because she's not falling into all of the trendy things that are happening, you know, in publishing. Right
no, she, like, marches to the beat of her own drum. And I think that even, like, Pam Godwin, though, you know, like, she said she's never, ever written her books to what anyone wants. She literally writes what comes out of her head. And she doesn't care. The rest is history. Because she's like, I think she talked about it once in, like, in an interview or something where she was just like, if I did that, it would completely, like, derail my whole writing process. And then I wouldn't be putting out what I need to put out. So yeah. And there's no shame in, like, wanting to market yourself. Like, you have to make a living from it. Like, you have to be able to make money. I get that. But I think there needs to be, like, a fine balance between, you know, giving the readers what they want, but also writing true from your heart. Because that shows, right? You can tell.
Yep. Especially someone where, like, you've been reading their backlist and then their new stuff, you're like, who is this?
Yeah. That's exactly how it can be. Like, it's that easy to kind of be like, is this the same author kind of thing? So yeah, but I'm still trying to find new authors, and I'm also trying to balance on other genres too, because I think that's been helping. Like, going back to my thriller roots and, like, reading some contemporary books too, like, not even necessarily romance, just, like, contemporary women's fiction and stuff like that. So we'll see. We shall see.
You still need to read The Push. I'm going to keep pushing that on you.
Well, I'm going to push it right off my bookshelf. It's been there for so long. I know, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. I'll get to it. It's like, I'm going to build, I think, like, a thriller fall TBR. So yes, I'll put it on there.
Good. It's a wild ride. I still, like, I read that book when it first came out, and I think about it all the time.
Really? Well, that's how I am with Jar of Hearts. Like, I'll never forget that book. I actually want to reread that because it's been so long. But I'll never forget. Like, I'll never forget. I just won't forget. There's parts in that I will never forget.
I have it actually on my thriller shelf. It's facing out.
Yes, represent 100%. I don't have it on this shelf. It's in my bedroom shelf. But hello.
What are you reading, Nikki? You reading a good historical fiction?
What's on my Kindle? I'm actually started reading a book that Jen recommended. It's called Where There's a Will by Ember Hughes. It's a pen name for Daisy J or something like that. It's a cowboy romance, but it's like a dark cowboy romance. Like, he essentially has, like, this love. He falls in love when he's young, but then he leaves home and he goes away and works on this ranch, and it's like 10 years later. And then he goes home because his dad passes away, and then somehow he's, like, kidnapped or something, and he's held captive with his old love, and she's, like, mute, and they have to kind of, like, figure stuff out. Apparently Jen said it was just, like, it kind of blew her away. So I have that on here, and the writing's really good, so I'm going to go back to it. But yeah.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
Business casual.
Is that by Danielle Allen? Business Casual?
I feel like that might be. That sounds like one of her books. I have that on hold at the library.
Which one?
Yeah,
The Yellow Wife?
yeah. That's supposed to be that pretty like brutal historical fiction.
Who writes it?
Nikki, let us know. Oh, BK Borison. Oh, okay, that's her new one. That's yeah, in that the funny feelings, or is it the new one? It may not be.
I've also got This Used to Be Us by Renee Carlino. Like, I'm a fan of Renee Carlino. Like, she's kind of like an old school,
Yeah.
because I love Before We Were Strangers. I started reading that one. That's like definitely a second chance romance between a married couple. It just wasn't the time for me to read it, but I'm going to go back to it.
Before We Were Strangers.
Oh.
Yeah. It's I want to say is it set in the South? Maybe like slavery. Nikki, let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, I've read Before We Were Strangers. Okay, that's got a twist at the end that I like.
Yeah, it's one of my faves. Another one where it was kind of like a good second chance romance, and it was interesting how it all kind of played out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I actually read Christina Lauren's new book, The Paradise Problem.
Did you like it?
I did. I thought it was fun.
Okay. I haven't read a book from them since, like, honestly, I'm going to be really serious, since Love and Other Words and The Unhoneymooners. Like, those are like the last two books I've read by them. I haven't read anything else.
I think the last.
Oh, and their Beautiful series, which is like vastly different to what they write now.
Yeah.
Vastly.
The last book that I read before The Problem Paradise was their Holidays, In a Holidays, or something like that.
Yeah.
I did love that one. And then, because they started to do like Closed Door, and I'm like, I don't know why.
Well, that's the whole thing. That was a huge switch up, because they start, like, the first books that I remember reading by them were literally that Beautiful series, and those are not Closed Door. So, yeah, but the Unhoneymooners, I remember, like, I remember laughing, though. It was funny. Yeah. Like, I had a good time with it, but yeah, I've read so much since then that I'm like, I don't know. The synopsis would have to grab me.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah, I've got by Samantha Young. I've got Through the Glen on my Kindle. Just got a mixed bag on here. I've still got Sierra Simone's Salt series or whatever, or the whatever that series is called, the Tristan and Isolde retelling or whatever. I haven't read that yet either. Well, I bet it's brutal. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I think that Through the Glen, I think she came out with one that is, Northern Twilight. I think that one is Surprise Pregnancy, maybe?
What, are you trying to tell me the one I have on my Kindle is?
No, Northern Twilight. It's further down in the series.
Okay. I'm like, no.
Come on.
Well, listen, like, I'm not opposed to it. I think how it's presented is my thing.
Okay.
I don't mind if she's pregnant. I just don't want it to be all about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it. Give me the baby.
You want that?
Yeah, give them to me. Not in
Okay.
life, but in books.
Yeah. You're like, I have one. That's enough.
Favorite non-romance reads. That is good. I love branching out. It's good for you every now and then. I've been into historical fiction recently. What about it? I'm blanking. Oh, there's one on Kindle Unlimited. I actually have a video going up tomorrow talking about some Kindle Unlimited reads. It's in there. It's called A Fire Sparkling by Julianne McLean. World War II historical fiction, really good. The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. World War II historical fiction. Read that one, really liked that one. The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. That one is, I would say, equally historical fiction and a romance.
Yeah, because she's got that, and then The Last Letter as well, right? Which is not historical, but it's kind of like, yeah.
That one is brutal.
Is it? I see that. I think that's why I haven't read it, because it's like there's emotion and then there's like emotion, right? So I'm like, what way do I want to go with it?
Yeah. And then if you like sort of like sci-fi thriller-y books, I just read Pines by Blake Crouch. And that was
I've heard it. I haven't read anything by Blake Crouch.
I liked it. Like, I have book 2 waiting for me to listen. I just need to finish the books that I'm in the middle of. And I'm going to finish it. Because I think there's 3 books total. So.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Lately I've read The Inmate by Frida McFadden, which I really loved. And then I've got a bunch on my shelves that I want to read. I have a couple of like old school, like YA, like hard hitting books that I want to read. Mm-hmm. Like predominantly they touch on issues that are like, you know, whether it's like sexual assault or like, you know, stuff that's going on with teenagers. So there's that. And then there's also.
Have a good night. Sorry.
Bye, Tabitha. No, that's great. There's also, I have Know My Name by Chanel Miller. That's been on my shelf for like 3 years that I want to read. There's a ton of books. I definitely want to get back into Jodi Picoult, read some more of her backlist, because I literally went on a buying binge. So I've got so many of her paperbacks. So I want to read those.
If you want a hard-hitting YA book, Far From the Tree by Robin Benway.
Okay.
It is.
I gotta grab my phone. Hold on.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Is that what fell earlier?
Yeah. And I just didn't bother to get up and get it. What? Far From the Tree?
Mm-hmm. It's about siblings who were adopted out and they find each other.
Ooh, okay. Sounds good to me.
It's really good.
Okay. Like my forever favorite non-romance book will always be Beartown by Frederick Bachman, hands down. That's like my favorite. That book, and I haven't even read the follow-up to it. I have it, but I haven't read it because I just was not okay after it. Like it hit me on such a personal level. Like like I grew up in a very small, like, well, you grew up in a smaller town than me, but like small town hockey.
Yeah.
And it really kind of opened up my eyes to like his writing and stuff. And I just felt, I was really like, I felt all the feels in that book. So.
Yeah. I need to read that.
And The Secret History by Donna Tartt. That's one of my favorite books ever.
I need to read that one too. I actually started listening to it and then I stopped because it got away from me. I wasn't paying like too much attention to it.
Maybe we should I would read it again. Maybe we can buddy read it at some point. That would be a good book for the fall. Mm-hmm. That would be like if we were villains and The Secret History. Because they're kind of minus Shakespeare. Okay. They're kind of similar though, where it's kind of like secret, kind of society-ish, like classmates that are really bonded and like there's full of secrets and stuff. Donna Tartt's writing is absolutely incredible. Like she's got such a command of like the lyrical. It's insane. It's so good.
All right.
Yeah.
Been on here for almost an hour and a half.
I know. Do we want to maybe just call it instead
Yeah.
of like another spin? Yeah, because it's already like 7:30. So,
Yeah.
well, our time, I guess.
Yeah.
Our time. We're finally in the same time zone, which is so cool. Yeah. Yes, I highly. I would probably recommend Know My Name because I haven't read it yet, but absolutely. And then Beartown, hands down, for sure. So, yeah. Annie. Okay. How high we go in the dark?
I don't know if I know those.
How high we go in the dark?
Ooh, I like that cover.
Oh, that's the one you guys were talking about, right? How high we go in the dark? Oh, no. Oh. It's like Arctic Circle stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I will mark that. I'll mark it to read so I can have it on my list. Yeah, so I'm trying to definitely do a balance just because, like, there's so many books that I want to read that I haven't really been reading since I've been reading, like, all romance. So,
Yeah.
more stories to see and read and listen to.
Yeah. It's nice to, like, go away from your preferred genre for a little bit because I think then you appreciate it more.
Well, yeah, and it's like you can only keep reading so much. And I think what I was kind of getting to the point where I was just kind of like nothing was hitting. And then I would do like a taste test on like 10 different books and it just wasn't working for me. Like I'd read a chapter and like, but on another day it probably could work for me. My head was just not in the game. And then, yeah, as soon as I broke away and even read that Freedom McFadden book, I was like, okay, I felt like I was back in it. I was like, okay, like I feel refreshed. Maybe I need to do this again now. So, yeah. And that's why I don't really read a lot of arcs because I just can't be, I can't be held responsible for a timeline. So.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah, that's a nice balance, Nikki. Definitely.
Sometimes, though, I just want to cry. Back to back to back.
Over and over and over again.
It's not hard to make me cry anyway. So
I've been crying over everything lately, so I don't know what my deal is.
me too.
Yeah.
I don't know what my deal is, but here we are.
Exactly. Here we are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely got some good recs for sure. So I'm gonna fill up my Kindle.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for
thanks for joining. This was fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again. We always say that, and then it's 3 months later and we do it again.
I know. I know. We will though for sure.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, have a good night, everyone, and we will see you.
Bye.